I'm glad you're good. All right, day 8. So that's 1 week done. All right, so I'm going to grab my allowance. And then I'm going to go make the, or go to the outside room here. I'm not going to go down to the grotto thing. Because as far as I can tell, there's nothing really I can do there. Let's see. Hovel, that was fun, but oof. Schoolhouse or root cellar? Add 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. Or rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots. Let's do the schoolhouse. Because I've never seen the classrooms, so that'll be something new. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility, and meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who I might add forced me to give this speech, so I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps and building Reddington yet another school, and for allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow when he hears the children running through his halls. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today who I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace. And yet what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly yet melancholic ribbon cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end? ? Remember to give Mrs. Peterson her gift. Interesting. A little bit of lore there, but aha. Okay. Another flame lit. So that's good. Whatever that's doing. Alright, well, we didn't get anything from that other than that flame lit, really, and some lore. But I like that we did that. Alright, let's go. Nook, bedroom, or library? Yeah, let's do the library. That way we can read the book we just checked out. There's a key sitting here. Love that for me. Okay, Drafting Strategy Volume 3. I'm not going to read all of this out loud. Should I draft a hallway or closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is passageway really worth 2 gems? Okay, gems, gems, gems. Every architect needs them. Although many architects employ different strategies, most agree on one guiding principle. Have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. Yep. Yeah, prioritize gems early. I think that makes sense. Reader submitted gem strats. Interesting. Planning your house. Draft early ranks first. It's a very common mistake beginners make is drafting in a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors they have left behind in the entrance hall and rooms of the early ranks. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference. That actually, the gems would have made the difference in the end there. I could have just gone back and gotten them, but that's fair. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms in the early ranks, you'll have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. Yep. Top drafting combos. Yep. For instance, if you draft the Cloister before the Terrace, you'll be down 3 gems, but if you draft them in reverse, Cloister would be free. Identifying synergistic pairs of floor plans is an essential first step. Yeah, absolutely. Other floor plan combos. A foyer drafted before a Great Hall would mean that all of its many doors would be unlocked. Drafting Bunk Room after Nursery will give you an extra 10 steps. Yep. You don't have to backtrack constantly to collect your gold spent from Office if you draft a Conference Room. The more items you have, the greater your chances of being able to create a contraption in the workshop. I have not found the attic or the workshop yet. So, making a connection. 2-pair combos are the only way to form room synergy. You'll find some of the floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. The utility closet is a perfect example. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms you have drafted in your house. Garage powers the garage door, we know that. Dark room turns the lights back on after blowing a fuse, and the gymnasium turns lights off to prevent step loss. Interesting, you can turn off the lights in the gymnasium. Okay. Other examples of connectivity. Her ladyship's chamber, which we've never seen yet, has synergy with Lady Epson's other 2 rooms, her boudoir and her walk-in closet. That's good to know. The boiler room connects ducts from room to run steam power to specific destinations in the house. Laboratory, garage, laundry room, and pump room all have uses for steam power. Oh, I bet you... That makes a huge amount of sense. I bet you once you... Yeah. Maybe you can draft the boiler room first, but I'm curious if it's like higher likelihood of drafting the boiler room after you've drafted one of the others. Interesting. Pump room I haven't seen yet. The pool, aquarium, greenhouse, and kitchen control the water levels there. In the kitchen you can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. Makes sense? And besides counting as 2 bedrooms, the bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, and the amounts of keys found in servants' quarters, all rooms I haven't found. Each time you solve a puzzle in billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft that room. That makes sense. Just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explored doesn't mean that will be the case the next time you draft it. Yep. You have to drive in the freezer. Means it can't be drafted for 24 hours. If you're stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it's smart to move on. Yeah. When in doubt, draft rooms you've never seen before. Yes. Okay. That's some interesting stuff. Checkout card. Love that. Now, can I check out a different one? Or do I have to... Yeah, that's just my records again. Do I have to wait, redraft the room before I can check out another book? That was interesting, though. A lot of good stuff there. All right, let's go here. Freezer, weight room, or secret passage. I have to draft one of these. We'll draft the weight room. I've never drafted it. I'm not going to go in there, though. Oh, it automatically does. Okay, just does it. So, red room rare, drafted 1 time. Will leave you little energy left for exploring. Okay, but at least it has 4 doors. And a broken lever for the conservatory. Four stars. Okay, let's go here. So, chapel, bedroom, or closet. We'll just do chapel. This is in the corner, so I'm not going to go through it too many times. And it'll give us access to this room. So we can get another key, a guest bedroom, or a classroom. We can't do a classroom. We'll just do the guest bedroom. Again, these usually have an item in them. Yeah. And that will give us a bunch of stuff back. Thanks, we found the navigational compass. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the weight room I think only triggers when we do it the first time. So that's, you know, not great, but hey. Okay, spare green room, kitchen, or passageway. We have to do the spare green room. There's a shovel here. Nice. Love that. Okay. Spare storeroom, pantry. Do the storeroom here. Key. Bat. I'm really curious if whatever painting this is has some meaning. If that's like a special of special use for the day. Okay. Let's go this way. We'll just do hallway to get across. Not fuck ourselves over here too early. Pantry is nice here. Laboratory could be nice. Nook could be nice. All of these work. Let's do the laboratory. We'll take our gem, but that way we'll get an experimental room feature kind of going right off the bat. Just looking for any dropped items or anything. So last time there was like a coin sitting right there. Okay. So let's do another room experiment. Experiment setup. Okay, if you draft a drawing room floor plan, each time you unlock or bypass a security door, or whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, gain a key, a gem, or a gold selected randomly. A security door. I don't think that means a door with a key. I think it means drafting a room. Let's do that. Set your steps to 40. Okay, and then we have one here. Corridor. We don't have any gems, so let's just do a closet here. Get our 2 items. Key and a lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. Love that for me. All right. So we do have to go through here. So we can go through the chapel or through the weight room. Let's just go through the weight room. Parlor, den, or kitchen. The den has the most doors. And it gives us a gem. So I like that. Okay, let's go this way. Bedroom, nook, or nursery. Ooh, the nursery, getting it early is good. So we'll do that, and that gives us 8. That gives us 8 steps right away, and 8 steps anytime we draft another bedroom. And there's a gem in here. Okay. All right, we still only have 2 room options left. Go through the chapel, I guess. West Wing Hall is good. Yeah, we'll do the West Wing Hall. Nook, pantry, or courtyard. Key. We'll do the pantry, I think. All right, we gotta have something good here. We have a key. Okay. All 3 of these go out. We'll do the parlor, because this will have gems. And that way, ooh, there's the car keys. And that way we won't get stuck if we have a bad gem option. Okay, box next to this gem contains gems. Both boxes next to this gem contain gems. That is a guaranteed lie. A box next to this box is true. Both of these are lies. This one must be the true, which means it's in here. Yeah. All right. Corridor or observatory. Corridor gives us the most potential options. Coat check would just literally end the run right here. So let's do corridor. That gives us the best possible options for next steps. Okay, dark room gives us 2 doors. Courtyard gives us 2 doors. Boudoir gives us 1 door. We'll make the courtyard. Okay, and this, aha, there's a chest here. We'll unlock it. We have enough keys. And it has a key inside of it. Love that for us. An ordinary key. We're doing great on keys now. Another coin. Lovely. I don't think the hose is used for anything. Alright, so now we've got 2 doors. Let's go here. Okay. Nook, bunk room, or classroom. These are both going up, and I want something to go down. Drafting a classroom, you may draw new floor plans 1 time. Let's do this. We've never done classroom before. There's the magnifying glass. Classroom puzzle. Can you find the difference? Huh. Colors. Color worksheet, huh? Nice. Red AP minus. You must really like red. Okay, we have two doors, both going north. Grade 1. 8 is on its side, which is interesting. Find the difference. Huh. Alright, let's go this way. Okay. So utility closet would be a dead end. Commissary. Security is not a dead end. Drawing room. That'll be good. Okay. That at least will let us draft towards the right. We'll go this way. Bedroom, nook. Everything's just going north. I wonder if that's because we have the compass. We'll do the bedroom because we need the steps. So die there. All right, let's go back to the courtyard. Go this way. All right, utility closet, another classroom or a dark room. Sure, we'll do another classroom. You find the difference. Grade 2. Find you some without using signs. These are the same colors as the whatchamacallit. Dartboard. Yellow is minus, I think. I'm writing all these down on the off chance that there's a code hidden in here somewhere. think it's yellow is subtract and pink is multiply. Grade 2. E minus. Let's see how I did. Mm-hmm. It's a gemstone. Yeah, so this is another clue to the dartboard. Question is the... This is the one that did the best. Okay, yeah, pink, that's 4, obviously. Yep, 12, 10, 4. I wonder if the multiplications are ahead of time. Okay, yeah. Who knows? All right, so we've got one door here. Our last key. Boudoir or garage? Garage gives us 3 keys. Use our last gem, but it gives us 3 keys back. And we have the car keys as well. So we get the trunk. So. What's that? Lock picking kit will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. That's a new item. We have not seen that yet. I don't think this will be any different in here. I'm guessing that'll be the same. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're out of gems, which makes me nervous. But we have 3 keys and a lockpick and a rolly die thing. So we got the drawing room and the bedroom that we can go through. Oh, this is wrong. We have to go through this classroom, into the drawing room. All right, let's go into the bedroom and go from this side, I guess. So it can be a nook or a dining room. We'll do dining room. Dinner is served. There's a gem. Okay. Country stew pie. If we have a boiler room, we'll get more out of that, but let's do here. Use our key. We'll do the billiard room just because we need to have this open. All right, we do have a puzzle in here. All right, let's see. 16, 20 minus 10, 10 times 10 divided by 5 is 2. 3 times 10, 30 divided by 15 is 2. Yeah. Silver key, right? Okay. Alright, so we still have to find a way to power that on. Alright, let's go here. We'll use our special key here. Room with many doors. Dark room, conference room, or cloister. Dark room does get us through to the other side, but then we can't see what we're drafting on the other side. Conference room doesn't. Okay, Great Hall, conference room, or the pool. We'll do the pool. Never done the pool before. There's our wall to the antechamber. Draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day, unless otherwise stated. No running. Alright. Okay. We have a lavatory, a coat check, or an office. Can't do any of these. I mean, I can do the lavatory, but none of these will get us out of here. Yeah. Okay, well, we drafted the pool room for the first time. I don't think we got any permanent upgrades from this run, though, which is a little sad. Let's see. Yeah, we drafted the pool. And the weight room for the first time today. And the schoolhouse and the classrooms, which were interesting. But I think that's basically it. I don't think there's much else we can do. Yeah, we're out of rooms. We're out of doors. It's an okay haul. Yeah, it's an okay haul. Yeah, I think that's all we can do this time. I think we're stuck. Which is fine. Did draft some new rooms. I'm curious about the compass, if the compass is the main reason why we kept just going up, up, up. And if we had not picked up the compass, would we have gotten a little more to fill out lower down? Okay, let's call it a day. Yeah, call it. Architect's Villa. 7 drafting rooms. Yeah, we did have a lot of drafting rooms. Alright. Take a quick run the ad break now rather than in a minute. And let's go day 9.